Hey guys, good afternoon and welcome back to another live. So for those of you who are new here, so we do live market analysis every day at 3:45 p.m. right after the market closes of Nifty and Bank Nifties to understand what really happened in the market today as well as try and predict what would happen tomorrow, right? So quick disclaimer, we do not provide any calls or tips. This is purely for educational purpose only. And if you guys do want to take any trades, make sure you consult your financial advisor. Yes. So, okay. So I think we can quickly begin today's analysis as well. And you can always keep the comment section active as well on your thoughts of the market. And yes, okay, so we shall start with Nifty, right? So this is Nifty. Yes, we'll start with the market replay of Nifty. Quick view. Okay, I think gainers 125. Is it today? Let me just check the date. Yes, this is live data overview, right? So yeah, so today it was gainers 125, losers 65, but obviously you wouldn't have thought of that in the first 5 to 30 minutes, right? As we saw a huge fall. So yes, we should just quickly see the market, see the fall as well. Okay, PCR ended at 0.73, which gives bearish sentiment, but yes, we shall see how the market went through. Okay, let me just put it on 5x, and if I quickly start. So yeah, so what we're seeing now is Nifty futures, and I think we shall analyze Nifty futures chart as well itself, right? So yes, as you can see here, we saw the huge fall of I think it was around 150 to 160 points uh, right in the morning, right? So the first 5 to 15 minutes, we saw the market only crashing. So at the beginning, I wouldn't have expected the gainers to take control in the end, but yes, we saw from 17,640, we saw a good reversal, right? So yes, okay. From there, I do not think it went down again. So, so a live, I think there was a good chat section here, which I shall tell you while we are in the charts. And yes, we saw the market, okay, very sideways after. I'm not sure if it did break the day high, but let's see, right? So yeah, as soon as 17,640 was crossed, I mean, had touched and moved up, it never came back, right? I think towards the end also, it seemed very sideways to bullish, right? So yes, so this is around 2:30 right now, and if we look at it, yeah, we saw a huge downfall from morning, and yes, so this I'm not sure if it was a gap down. We should check the charts, but yeah, this is mostly because maybe any news or I think a lot of quarterly results are also coming out, right? So I think it's because both of those must be the reason on why the sudden downfall and everything, right? So I think today morning I was checking Infosys. I think Infosys was down around 11%, and that was completely because of the quarterly results. So yes, and also due to the long weekend, I think Friday was off, Saturday was off, 3 days no market, right? So that's why wild moments as well. And yes, we shall quickly analyze the charts as well. Nifty trading view, yes. So yes, okay. So this, let me just change it to Nifty futures. So what we'll do from now is we should, I think, analyze the futures chart so that we stay hand in hand with the yes Nifty 23 April futures. Yeah. So I was just analyzing this today morning, and yes, as you can see here. Okay. So yeah, I've just so for those of you who know my setup as well, I've just added an MACD here, and I'll show you a very good trade with a MACD confirmation, right? Just give me 1 second. Yes. So yeah, as we saw, okay, yeah, it was a gap down. Let me just remove this. Yeah, so we saw market ending around 17,880, right? So 17,880 was the 882 was the close of the previous day. We saw a huge gap down. So we should just measure uh, the gap down as well. Not sure where's that. Yes, price range, right? So if I just put it the first 15, okay, let's see from the lows. So 160 points, right? So that is a huge gap down. Let me know if anyone was carrying a put trade from Thursday evening. So this was a very wild moment for the first 15 minutes of the market as well. So we saw a 160 point drop off from the day close of Thursday, uh, which is a huge move, right? So if anyone did carry, make sure you put it in the comments. So yes, as we saw in the charts as well, 17,640 was the zone where the reversal happened, and it was a complete V-shaped recovery, right? So look at that. So you can see it went down, and yes, it completely went back up. And here is when I think. Our Telegram group member had texted. Also, make sure you join our Telegram to stay. I think a lot of market chat does happen as well as a lot of feature requests and all that, right? To stay up to date, make sure you join our Telegram channel. But yes, other than the quick plug, yeah, here was where one of our users had texted is Nifty bullish, right? So the analysis on why I was bullish from here as well was one, it was, so yeah, we've added VWAP here as well. So one, it was very away from the volume weighted average, right? So yeah, so one was okay as it was very away, and here we saw the MACD, the blue line crossed the red line as well, and Reliance as well for Nifty was still positive, right? It did not go negative, even though the big downfall that had happened. So due to those reasons, I was bullish on the markets, and yes, it did. End up bullish throughout the day as well, right? So that would have been a good trade, and the confirmation here as well would have been the MACD, right? So yes, as we saw there, and yeah, I'll show you another good trade which I saw in the 1 minute time frame, right? So we saw, yeah, I should just quickly save this, and if I quickly go to the 1 minute time frame, yes. So here, right? So we saw a good sub. Oh, I just yes. So we saw a good supply here, right? So this was the supply zone which we had seen here. We saw a double top here, once here, almost here, right? So this would have been my target for the day, as it would have gone towards this as soon as it took supply from here, right? So if I quickly just add a trade here, so it would have been a long. I would have. So yeah, this would have been a good option buying zone. So if I put a zone here, put my stop loss right underneath the thing there, and if I made, so my T1 would be at the double top, right? So if I would have cut at least 50% here. So let me just call out a price label there as well. So yeah, so this would have been my target. This would have been my stop loss, right? So yes, let me just say that. So yeah, so this is a trade which I would have taken where we saw a huge supply being created here. We saw the supply being touched as soon as it entered. I would have taken a buy position with my stop loss at 17,713 and my target at 17,743, right? So I would have cut 50% at 17,743 and moved my stop loss to market, right? Not to market, to the entry price where I had taken in. So yes, so that was a good trade, and here was a build up that was formed as well. And yes, as we saw towards the end, it still continued to be bullish and ended it at around 17,751, right? So yes, let me just save that. And okay, so we can just quickly go to the Nifty option chain as well and understand, yeah, expiry, okay, 7th. Okay, let's look at the monthly expiry itself. And yeah, so 17,700 is, yes, so 17,500 would seem to be looking like a good uh, what do you call support, right? And 18,000 is the resistance for it. So a good 500 point. So it's almost in the middle itself, right? So see around 39.6 lakh call sellers at 18,000, whereas we have 37.8 lakh put sellers at 17,500, right? So that would, for those of you who are looking for a good level support resistance, there it is. And uh, looking at the market, I wouldn't. It did what do you call have wild moments in the beginning, but towards the end it was around a good range, right? But I'm not sure if I would continue in an option selling way in this market because of the volatility. But yes, you can figure out the trades according to you as well. So yes, if we look at quickly the OI data as well, so we should just compare it from the previous day, right? So today it is around, is this Nifty? Yes. So Nifty is around zero point 0.7 if we just look at, I think Thursday's data, right? So yes, it was around one. PCR was around one, and yeah, it looked. We thought it would be a little more sideways, but yes, now due to the big movement down as well, the market has moved from one to zero point 0.7, which shows us the market to be a little more bearish, right? So yes, so we shall get to know tomorrow what would happen exactly. But yeah, so that is the Nifty analysis. Quickly. So anyone got any good trades in Nifty, make sure you put it in the comments below. So quickly moving to Bank Nifty. Yes, let me just go to the market replay. That's Bank Nifty. Yes, perfect. So yeah, very similar moments as well. I think not sure, but I think Bank Nifty did have a wilder fall. But yeah, let's just put it on 5x and just watch how it went. Right? So yes, that was the fall as well. Yes, so as you can see here, we saw a similar uh, huge downfall, and after that, the market had a complete V-shaped recovery, right? So, Bank Nifty did move in a very similar manner as well, and I think yes, similarly, it should have ended sideways to a little high, right? And I'm guessing it did not break the day high in Bank Nifty as well. So yeah, the high was found at around 42,300, right? But oh, okay, maybe it did break. Let's just check that. Okay, no. So okay, there was a reversal at the day high, right? So yes, okay. So it kept up the level. I think it did not break out. Neither did it create a false breakout. It did respect the day high very well over here. But yes, we should see again. Okay, towards the end, I think, is it a false? Let's see. No. Okay, yeah. So yeah, again towards the end, it's still very much playing around that range, right? It's not. Yeah. Okay, did break it completely. So yes, so a little more bullish if we can see Bank Nifty, whereas Nifty it did not break the day high levels at all, right? So yes, a complete reversion. Okay, we'll just quickly see it on the trading view charts as well. So yeah, if I go to, yes, Bank Nifty is open. So also while this loads, let me see the futures. So yes, this is the futures chart. So I'm also like continuously looking at the VWAP levels, and hence why I'm using future charts. But yes, you can use, I mean, many traders use the chart they prefer, right? Either the future or the spot. But yes, if we look at it, oh, okay. So yeah, the future, it 42,632 was the day high, right? Which was again a very similarly a huge movement. Let's just check this as well. I think we saw 160 point movement in Nifty, but here, yeah, obviously 500 point move, right? So I think it was around 1.6 to 1.7% in Nifty, whereas it was a 1.3% move in Bank Nifty, right? So very similar again, very similar. But yes, we look at it, we saw a good. So yes, so this was the level we can put in terms of the reversal that was created, and I think the same logic uh, would apply here as well on the Nifty levels, right? So yes, we look at it. Okay, we saw that. Okay, so as soon as we saw it move very away from the VWAP, we did expect a reversal and a move towards VWAP. And as soon as we saw this, so this candle would be a very strong candle in terms of upward move as well, right? So yes, so a move towards VWAP was expected, and it did in a complete V-shaped recovery. So that was a good trade. If anyone did take it, make sure you let us know. But yes, other than that, very similar. We can see. Okay, so this does form a nice trend line here. So it was respecting. Okay, we'll extend it for tomorrow as well. But yes, so this was a good trend line that it was supporting, right? So I think once here, second time here, and third time here. So yeah, three times it has been respecting, and towards the end it did close at 42,303, right? So let's see if it does break down from this, and the VWAP is also it is about the VWAP, which we shall see. It's not very far away in terms of that it should come back here, but yeah. So we shall, yes, I did save that. We shall just quickly look at the option chain for Bank Nifty as well. Let me just change that. Bank Nifty. Okay, yeah. So for Bank Nifty, we can see 42,500 can be a good resistance as well, and 42,000 is a good support, right? So should be playing around this levels. We'll see which it shall break out from first. I'm expecting it to break out of 42,500, even though it was a good down move. We should just check the PCR as well to see if it was at least towards the end, a good bullish trend. Okay, so it's 1.1 comparatively to, let's say, Thursday. Did it move down? Should have. Okay, yeah. So yes, 1.5 again, right? So 1.5 seems to be very away from one, which usually around 1.5 or up a little more above is where the market tends to go reverse towards one, right? So this would also would have suggested a reversal, as 1.5 is a very bullish uh, move. And I think, yeah, 1.1 today, and that was the movement we saw since morning towards from the downfall to the sideways market, right? So yes, so that was the analysis for today. Uh, Please make sure, as usual, yeah, the make sure you comment in terms of do you think it will be a gap up tomorrow, a similar gap down, or a bearish movement tomorrow, or are we expecting a boring Tuesday sideways market, right? So yes, make sure you comment that. And disclaimer again, this is completely for educational purpose. We do not provide any calls or tips. And if you do want to take any trades, make sure you ask your financial advisor. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you tune in tomorrow at 3:45 as well to see to understand the market better. And make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified when we do either release a new video or when we come live. Right? Yes. So thank you so much and hope you have a great day ahead.